Hey folks, I have been thinking about this particular talk for 6 weeks. Now, it all started when Tucker Carlson from Fox News, when he, in one of his spiels, started talking about how the Democrats were planning and launching an initiative to bring in immigrants from Central and South America and from Africa who would come in to the United States and replace or outnumber voters in particular districts, outnumber Republican, conservative voters in particular districts. That the Democrats, in an effort to hold on to power, were going to bring in millions of immigrants who would ultimately vote for Democrats and thereby keep power away from Republicans. He was heavily criticized for this. He was heavily criticized for this because it was, in effect, and is, in effect, a retelling of replacement theory. Now, if you've never heard of replacement theory, good for you. It's kind of horrible. It is horrible. France, in particular, I think, has a problem with this. In France, it goes something along the lines, a theory goes something along the lines of, there are too many immigrants coming in from African nations and from Muslim nations. And someday, soon, this won't be France. We will lose what it means to be France. Now, they're not talking about the language, because these immigrants are coming to France from, generally speaking, from French-speaking nations. So they're talking about other things, right? They're talking about the color of they're talking about the color of the skin of these immigrants, and they're talking about the religion of these immigrants. And the people that are doing the talking are white, French citizens. Replacement theory, in whatever form it's offered, whether it's from a French right-wing politician or leader, or a Fox News commentator. Replacement theory is a theory that rejects the teachings of Jesus Christ. The teachings of Jesus cannot stand side by side with replacement theory. The two are antithetical to one another. Jesus tells us, in not so many words, to detach ourselves from this world, to detach ourselves from our possessions, to detach ourselves from our understanding, to follow Him, to let go of what is around us, to let go of what we have, and to follow Him. He goes so far, in one example, to tell a rich guy, sell everything you have, give it to the poor, and then you'll be ready to follow me. The guy can't do it, so he goes home, sad. Replacement theory is a theory that is based on the fear of people that they are going to lose something that they have come to cherish. They're going to lose something that is precious to them. They're going to lose their property. They're going to lose their way of life. They're going to lose their power. They're going to lose their prestige. They're going to lose their wealth. They're going to lose their jobs. They're going to lose their income. They're going to lose their land. We've heard replacement theory for a long time. A long time. Immigrants are going to come and steal our jobs. It's a form of replacement theory. It's based on fear. And that fear is centered around losing something that we feel belongs to us. But Jesus says you're supposed to give that stuff away. You're supposed to give that stuff away and follow me. Now, that's not to say we shouldn't have jobs. It's not to say we shouldn't have homes. It's not to say we shouldn't have vehicles. It's not to say we shouldn't have things and possessions. It is to say that those things that we feel that we own, we should never be so attached to them that we believe we can't live without them. Jesus tells us to follow him, see him, to attach ourselves to him, to allow him to be core to who we are. And whenever things get in the way of that, those things, even to a small degree, become an idol for us. They become something we are following, something that has consumed us a little bit, something that is taking even a little bit of us away from being completely focused on Christ. Replacement theory, in essence, speaks to our sinful nature. For us to have that fear is actually a matter of sin. It's a matter of missing the mark. It's a matter of not being perfect followers of Christ. And for those that teach replacement theory, in whatever capacity, using whatever words from whichever direction, in whatever context, they're going to take away our voting power. They're going to take away our jobs. They're going to come and take our land. They're going to come and take our money. They're going to come and displace us. Whatever the language used. Those who teach replacement theory are also acting in a sinful way. Remember what Jesus says, right? Those of you who keep one such of these away from me, it would be better for you to have a millstone tied around your neck and thrown in the harbor, thrown in the ocean, sorry. Those of you who teach in ways that inspire fear, those of you that teach in ways that generate fear, those of you who teach lessons that cause others to fear, cause them to stray from Christ. If you're causing someone to be afraid of losing their job, their home, their car, their wealth, their land, you are causing them to stray from Christ. Because you're teaching them that those things are of utmost importance. Whereas Jesus says, God is the only one of utmost importance. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you. May you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. There's enough in our life that generates fear. We don't need help. So I pray that you and I, in every word, in every deed, in every action, in every interaction, we will share love. We will do all in our power to dispel fear, to dispel these sinful theories, so that people can live in peace and joy and love. Amen.